Here it is. I'm mixing up some Weld here to put on that heater hose port. Oh, man, I haven't used this stuff in a while. It's sticky. Probably don't need a whole lot. So yeah, I don't know. I had some Weld, so I might as well just try to smoothen that hose out a little bit. I mean, I don't think it's leaking, but oh my god, it's so hard to get out. Maybe just this stuff just gets hard on its own. Okay. Let's just mix it like that with a toothpick. Something. Another thing that works good is a zip tie, like like the tail of a zip tie. All right, nice and gray. I don't know what other goodies I can use this for, but alright, so I don't know, this is the only thing I got planned for today. It's just I'm gonna put a Weld on the heater core ports right there. Get the camera situated. But now the camera's in the way. So I'm just gonna put this on there, and then it's gonna cure, and then I'll just sand it a little bit. It's in these like crushed spots. I don't know how I got like that. Maybe it got like that when I tried to pry the hose off, maybe, or maybe somebody had already changed it, you know. As long as it kind of fills in that void. Yours now. It's okay to have extra because we're going to, I'm going to go sand it. Yeah, it's been cold and wet and yucky today, so not really a good day to work on the car. Alright, that should do it. The other one is fine. It's kind of weird, like one is a different color than the other. Alright, that's all I got for today. Let me get that. I still have to fix that thing in the back of the engine. See it. I can definitely see the wire hanging there. Alright, HadesOmega's. So, I don't know, I kind of had like a busy day, so just trying to get this knocked out before I continue working on the car. But yesterday I was working on this, trying to get this to clear here without touching. And it's just grind the cap more. I made a note for myself. So what I'm trying to do is grind the ear off of this thing here, this cap, so it doesn't rub on this hose, and then I'm just going to keep this hose. It's not super important. Yeah, so I'm just going to grind that. That doesn't have anything to do with the sealing at all, so I'm not worried about it. But yeah, I don't know, it's not a good design. It touches the hose. I don't like it. So I got to grind that a little bit more, but the main thing today is to get this, what is it? Knock sensor connector back on here. Yeah, so I'm gonna work on that. It's only 2 wires, but the thing is, it's in the back of the block. It's hiding back there somewhere. So I'm gonna have to work underneath the car with the soldering iron. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to solder it. So, if worst comes to worst, I'm just gonna use those little crimp extension thingies. Yep, so that's all I really got planned for today. And so you can see I got my electronics toolkit out here. Soldering iron and cutters and strippers ready to go. I'll probably put some heat shrink tubing on it too. I bought some also bought some of this Harbor Freight so I can protect the wire from heat, even though it's behind the engine. I'd imagine it does get pretty hot back there. And it did have this protective thing I don't know how much of it I'm going to be able to still use, so probably I'll put as much as I can in there, I guess. Alright. I wonder if I can take these wires out of here. It doesn't look too hard. But yeah, I would worry about yeah, putting it back the right way though. Alright. We'll see how it works out. So this is very odd. The wire is it's only one wire. It's odd. I don't know why it's like that. So I guess there's a red wire here, and then this black wire disappears right here, and it just becomes a strand of wire going around it. So I don't know what the hell. What am I supposed to do with that? Like, I can solder the red wire back on. Yeah, but I don't know what to do with this other exposed wire here. It's just supposed to go around it. It's some kind of ground or something. Yeah, what the hell? What a weird wire I messed up. Probably be better just get the new knock sensor, right? Shit. Well, looking from the bottom, I can't really work on it from the bottom. There's no space down there. I have to do it from here. Alright, well, there's the knock sensor wire. So what I've done is I've braided the grounding side, and I'm just gonna solder it like that. And I'm gonna solder the red wire to the red wire. I gotta go strip more back. Now that back, and then this is the sensor wire portion. Shit, I know this sucks. Why did they have to make a cable like this? It's freaking stupid. So this is the black wire is the ground here, and yeah. So I don't know how important it is to have that. And the 2G supposedly it's just 2 wires, so stupid. I don't know why they made it like that. Now it's going to be hard to fix too. Hopefully, just soldering these two together will be okay. I'll probably might try to coil it around the red wire. I'm going to see if I can solder the red wires first, then put like a. I don't really know what I can do. I can put a electrical tape on it because I don't think I can get shrink tubing in there. It's just not enough wire. All right.
All right. Well, there's my handiwork. Actually, it wasn't that hard getting the soldering iron in there. Yeah, once you twist the wires together, it should be okay. But yeah. So I don't know. I might have trouble insulating it. But we'll see. I tried to keep the solder as thin as possible, and I didn't really braid the wires too well together. I think that should do it. It's good. It's a good connection, I think. So so I have some I have a little piece of heat shrink tubing in there. I'm gonna try to get that over there to insulate it, and then I'm gonna go solder the ground wires together, and then I'll put another. Oh yeah, I should have put a bigger wire over it. Fuck. Yeah, what I might wind up doing is what I'm gonna do is put that heat shrink tubing on, and then I'm gonna paint the. I don't know if it's gonna cover all of it, so I'm gonna start painting it with that electrical tape paint. And then I will put the thing over it. I'll probably maybe I'll twist the wires together, the ground wires around the wire, like how it was before, and then I'll braid them together at one point, solder them so they get a good connection, and then like I don't know, I can't put any heat shrink on it now. Yeah. Well, there was no heat shrink over it anyway, so maybe I can just put one really big one, or I'll just paint it with the electrical paint wire. That should work. It's really no choice. I don't really have a lot of room to work with, and I don't have a lot of wire to work with either. So there we go.
A couple of my little heat shrink tubing, portable heat gun here. I was able to get the heat shrink tubing on there. Looks pretty good. I think I'm still going to coat it with electrical wire. Check it out. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Definitely looks like it's been bandaged up, but whatever. As long as it runs, I don't care. Right. Since I think there's kind of like an air gap in between each side of the heat shrink tubing. Not that much, but I'm gonna paint it with this liquid tape on the ends, just in case. And then then I'll get started on that ground wire. But then I'm gonna have to wait for this to get hard. Sucks, right?
Alright, there it is. I fixed it. Hard to see. There it is. I'm just going to braid that wire around a little bit. I'm going to put some electrical tape under, between the red wires. I kind of don't trust that paint, and I kind of rubbed it all off because... But yeah, so I'm just going to put that, and then I'll put tape around it, and then I'll do my little zip tie trick, and then we'll put the wire loom on top of it. Hopefully that'll do the trick. Yeah, the car don't run properly or very fast, then we'll probably know that will probably be the problem. Alright. Got the tape applied to it. I will not put the zip ties quite yet. I'm gonna go do a bigger wrap around everything to insulate it, and then I'll put the loom on it. Yeah. So this little stuff is not going back on. This looks like it's some pretty high heat stuff too, so hopefully it'll be fine. I mean, I know it's on the back of the block and it's probably going to get hot. It is on the intake side. I don't know really how well you can see it, but it's been wrapped, and I zip tied the electrical tape so it doesn't come off due to heat. And then I'm going to go ahead and put this loom around it. Yeah, right, I got so much. It's not that much. But hopefully that should protect everything. Knock sensor wire repaired. Look at that. Not bad. Good job. Just got the loom over it. Looks like a professional job. Should protect it for many, many years. I don't know. I guess the best thing to do would replace the knock sensor, but hopefully that'll do the trick. So now I'm going to put this bracket back on. This doggone bracket here, and make sure I loop put this thing through the hole in the bracket first before I tighten it, so this doesn't happen again. All right, here's what I got. Got all the connectors back in that one area, all the vacuum wires. Got the bracket in there somewhere. Still haven't hooked up all the vacuum wires, vacuum lines, but take care of that another day. But yeah, I did hook up. It's damn it, where is it? No, you can't fucking see it anymore. Right here. See that wire right there? That's the knock sensor wire. It's just kind of just resting on the intake manifold. Yeah, so it should be good. I might put some electrical tape around the end of this though. Other than that, yeah, look at this electrical tape coming off of this. Yeah, man, it's an old car, dude. Alright, HadesOmega out.